Hello and welcome to another match preview show on Football Talk Podcast. My name is Ozzy and I'm your host for today's show. In the space of 7 days, we're touching a third match week in the Premier League as Liverpool face Manchester United this Sunday at Old Trafford in match week 32. So the games are piling up right now. It's crunch time at the top of the table. Man City beat Aston Villa 4-1 very comfortably. Arsenal beat Luton Town 2-0. And Liverpool managed to get the win this evening, beating Sheffield United 3-1. And what a finish it was by McAllister, by the way. Goal of the week, if you haven't seen it already. So the current top three is what it was before match week 31 began, but with different points tallies. So Liverpool are top of the table with 70 points. Arsenal are second with 68 points. And Manchester City are third with 67 points. And, Liverpool are back where they belong at the top of the tree. Now, a few weeks ago, I was shamelessly saying Liverpool are going for the quad. Now we're talking about the treble. Well, not with a lot of chest, but that is the current situation in terms of that we're still in the title hunt. We're still in the Europa League. Our campaign starts next week. But unfortunately, speaking of campaigns, our campaign took a little bump in the hands of Manchester United, who beat us 4-3 in the FA Cup. What a crazy game that was. I wouldn't say Man United deserved or were the better team. The defeat was our own downfall as we were poor in front of goal. And that was exactly the case in the earlier Premier League fixture in December, I believe it was, where the game ended goalless. So surprisingly, we have not beaten Manchester United this season since our infamous 7-0 victory last season. And that has to change this weekend. This is not a good United team. And their fans would probably agree with me to say that they've been so inconsistent this season. You're not sure what team will turn up. But against the mighty Liverpool, they always seem to turn up, even the fringe players. And that 0-0 win is what they would call it. It was a draw, but obviously for them it was a win if you remember their celebrations. And the FA Cup win is the highlight of their season. So I'm not throwing shade here, but it's just a fact. So let's not give any more ammunition to Manchester United, as they'll probably end up doing a parade for disrupting Liverpool's title challenge. Now, let's analyze their recent form. Currently, Manchester United are 6th in the league with 48 points. They're 11 points away from 4th position. That could have changed earlier this evening, but they lost 4-3 to Chelsea, which came as a huge surprise to me, as I thought they were winning 3-2 when the Liverpool game was concluding. So I will definitely be checking the highlights after the show. Manchester United still believe, or should I say the Manchester United fans still believe, that they have a chance of securing 4th position this season, which is cute as they're miles off it. And for me, Villa and Spurs are too strong for them this season. In the last 5 games, United have lost 3 games, drew 1, and they've only won 1 as well. That's not a team in form. And after their defeat against Chelsea today, you're expecting the morale to be quite low. So hopefully Liverpool can take advantage of that. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, you don't know what United team will turn up. And that is reflected in their current form and league position. Now, in terms of Liverpool, you already know how we're doing. We're top of the league with 70 points, 4 wins and a draw in the last 5 games. But one area of concern for me is that we've been conceding goals and we haven't kept any clean sheets in recent weeks. That has to change, and hopefully that can be this weekend. However, having said that, we're in relentless form right now. The balance in our team is perfect, especially since Endo has been playing as our number 6 and McAllister as a number 8. Mac 10 has been in fantastic form in recent weeks. Just look at the goal he scored today, and he's going to be a key player in this fixture. I say that, but actually our attackers need to be on top form. We need to be ruthless in front of goal. And as expected, well, what I'm expecting from Manchester United, they will be parking the jumbo jet. Yeah, it's not the bus. For me, it's the jumbo jet in this fixture. So I'm hoping we start the game on the front foot in an aggressive manner and get an early goal that will hopefully take the sting out of the game and quieten the Old Trafford crowd as well. So just before I present the team news, got a few comments here. Michael says, yo, how can I come on the show? This show is just a match preview. I normally let the viewers come on in my match reactions. So if you're available on Sunday at 10 p.m., I'll be doing a match reaction of this game. So yeah, feel free to come on the show. And yeah, look forward to seeing you this Sunday. And then Dad said, bless Ozzy. Why did he take Mo off tonight? I think it was just planned in terms of not giving him too many minutes in this game, given an hour. He didn't have the best of games, so I wouldn't like to say it was due to that. I think it was just pre-planned that he's only going to play an hour, resting for the remainder of the game, so he's fit and ready for this fixture against Manchester United. He didn't have the best of games, wasn't involved as much, so there was no point of playing him any further. And I feel like we needed a bit of a different approach. Javier that came on did a fantastic job on that right-hand side. We switched up to a 4-2-4 that really helped gain momentum out, gave us a bit more of an attacking presence because, yeah, against that low block, you have to try and plant as many attackers as possible. So yeah, no concerns in terms of his performance today. I just think it was pre-planned that he was only going to play an hour. And Daz, it says, Michael, on Sunday, call-in show. Yeah, so call-in shows is normally my match reaction. So, Michael, feel free to come on. Love to hear from you in terms of your opinion of the game. Hopefully, it's good news that Liverpool win. So, yeah, hope to speak to you this Sunday. So, team news. Let's start with Manchester United. So, from what I know, there might be a few other updates in terms of injuries. So, if there's anything I've missed from the Chelsea game that just took place earlier on, feel free to drop a comment and let me know. But from the information that I gathered earlier today, Lisandro Martinez is out for another month after just returning from injury. He suffered a blow against Brentford. Lindelof has been ruled out for this fixture. Amad Diallo returns to the squad from suspension after receiving a red card against Liverpool in the FA Cup due to his celebrations. So a wild one to get booked for, yeah. It is what it is. And Luke Shaw and Malacia are still injured. So they don't really have a recognized left-back option. So we're expected to see Wan-Bissaka play left-back again. And to be fair, he had a decent game against us in the FA Cup. So that's the team news for Manchester United. Now, in terms of Liverpool, no injuries today from what I'm aware of. I know Konate picked up a dirty challenge of Asula, I believe the player's name was, but he managed to continue and play. So I'm just hoping that, when you've played football and you've got that sort of injury, you're on adrenaline, so you don't really realize until you stop playing. So I'm hoping, after he's gone back to the changing rooms, he's fine. He's not picked up any pulled muscle or a twisted knee, because it looked like that kind of injury. So yeah, I've not heard anything. If you have, please let me know in the comments. So Konate should be available for the next fixture. In terms of other players, you've got the likes of Trent, Jota, and Alisson. They have started doing some light training and are expected to do full training from next week onwards. So this fixture may come as too soon for their returns. Curtis Jones is back in the squad after making his return earlier this evening, and he looked in good form. So he could be in contention to start in this game. With regards to Endo, I believe he should be available for this fixture after taking a small knock against Brighton, but it's not confirmed if he is available. But fingers crossed that he is. So what we'll do now is present the predicted lineup. So let's start with the home team, and then we can talk about Liverpool in more detail. So in terms of their lineup, there won't be too many surprises, to be fair. Onana will be in goal. And then in the back four, as I mentioned earlier on, no Luke Shaw, no Malacia. So it will be Wan-Bissaka, where is he? There he is. Wan-Bissaka playing left back in this fixture. And then you've got Maguire. And then you have Varane, who should be available for his fixture. I know he picked up an injury in the previous game, not the Chelsea one, against Brentford over the weekend. Did he play today, guys? Let me have a quick look. I haven't watched the game, so I was too busy watching my beloved Liverpool. So in terms of their lineup, yes, he did play. So he was playing today. So he should be available for this fixture. And then you've got Dalot at right back. So that is their back four. No sort of huge surprise in terms of the defense there. And in terms of the double pivot, it has to be Casemiro. I believe he's available for this fixture. He did play today, so actually, no, he plays on the other side, doesn't he? So we'll just put Maino. So Maino or Menu. So I'll keep referring to him as the rapper's name. Menu is playing, and then you've got Casemiro alongside him in the double pivot. So that's your double pivot there for Manchester United. And in terms of their attacking free or advanced midfielders, I should say, number 10 is Bruno, scored a header earlier on today. And then you've got Rashford on the left side. And then on the right side, probably Garnacho. Don't see it being Anthony or Amad Diallo. Those players will probably come off the bench as impact subs. And then you've got Højlund up top. So in terms of the lineup, we pretty much know what to expect. We played the same team a few weeks ago, so it won't be huge surprising in terms of the lineup, in terms of players to look out for. One player that I'm sure a lot of us have been impressed by is Mainu, who's been fantastic at 18 years old, has been a breath of fresh air, probably one of the breakout talents of the season, in my opinion. And yeah, he's definitely one that we're going to have to really step up and make sure he doesn't get any influence in the game. Really good in terms of his defensive play, but can also influence the game at the same time. So Main is definitely the one that we have to make sure we pinpoint and make sure he doesn't get any confidence or any influence in the game whatsoever. Now, in terms of up top, Højlund, definitely leading the line there. Someone we'll have to watch very carefully. Very good on the shoulder, a good finisher as well. So yeah, he'll definitely be their danger man. And then you've got Rashford, who's a bit hot and cold. Let's be brutally honest. Not sure what sort of player we're going to see in this game. But as I mentioned earlier on, United always seem to step up against Liverpool. They could be having the worst season in the world, but against Liverpool, they wake up. So who knows what sort of player we're going to see in Rashford on this fixture. Bruno Fernandes probably has a bit of confidence after scoring today. Probably not so much after as obviously they lost. And then yeah, so that's probably the danger. Garnacho, yeah, annoyingly he had a good influence in the FA Cup tie when he switched over to the left side. And from what I remember, Joe Gomez was marking him and did a great job. And then we switched him to the left and then brought on Conor Bradley. And Conor Bradley, for me, didn't do a good job defensively in extra time. So got to make sure whoever's marking Garnacho is tight on him, doesn't allow him to dribble past him whatsoever, and yeah, have no influence on the game at all. So yeah, the danger man for me would be Højlund, Mainu, and I'd probably say Garnacho as well. Dalot has been having a good season at right back. Showed some good passing variation in the FA Cup quarterfinal against us. So yeah, no one unfair, to be honest with you guys, and I'm not just being shady in terms of like, you know, us playing Manchester United. It's not a team I fear. They have been a yo-yo team this year, very up and down, hot and cold, however you want to describe them. So for me, as long as we play our game and we're clinical up top, we should be able to get the win in this fixture. So that's my predicted lineup for Manchester United. So what I'll do, I'll stop sharing the graphics and I will present my lineup for Liverpool. So as we all know, guys, 4-3-3, that's the formation we'll be playing. In goal, Alisson won't be ready from what I know. I don't think he'll be available for this fixture. And so I'll have to play Kelleher in goal. And he's been doing a fantastic job. So, yeah, nothing to kind of say that he doesn't deserve to start. Even if Alisson's available, probably don't want to rush him so soon. Probably the fixture against Atalanta is the one that I expect to see the return of Jota, Trent, and Alisson. So Alisson could start that game. I think in regards to Trent and Jota, they might come off the bench for that fixture and then we can go on from there. So no need to rush them. The players are doing a good job right now. But obviously, as soon as they return, it's going to be a huge boost to our title charge and our campaign in the Europa League as well. Now, in terms of the back four for this fixture, drop a comment. Let me know who you guys would like to start in this game. Ooh, for me, I'm going to go with Gomez at right back. I think he'll do a decent job against Rashford or Garnacho, whoever plays on that side. I think defensively he'll be better suited than Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley for me looked a bit tired today as well, so maybe he needs a bit of a rest. And due to this player's impact off the bench today, I'm going to say Robertson starts on the left side. So he provided great balance and great width and creativity from that left-hand side, which is what we lacked earlier on in the game today against Sheffield United. So for me, let's put Robertson back in the team. Let both players play in their natural roles in terms of being left-footed and right-footed. And I think that would be a good balance in terms of our back four. And in the middle of the centre-back positions, it has to be Van Dijk, of course. I'm still going to go ahead with Konate. If Konate is not available for some reason, then it would be Kwanzaa. But for now, the news is that he's still available from what we know. So that is why I'm going to select him there. So that's my back four. Solid back four. I feel like we should be able to handle into the Højlund attacking us and even Bruno Fernandes, because he will be around the box, ghosting through the lines. And then we've got Garnacho, Rashford, who I believe will be starting this game. Robertson and Gomez should be able to do a defensive job on them. Now, in terms of the midfield, still a bit unclear in terms of who is available in regards to Endo. So let's just go on the basis that he is available for this fixture. So Endo starts for me at number 6. And then for me, I would go with Szoboszlai. And despite his good performance today, I wouldn't start Curtis Jones just to be a bit more cautious in terms of not playing him too much too soon. So I'm going to go with McAllister in the right side at 8. However, if Endo is not available for this fixture, I would play McAllister in place of Endo, and then Jones will be starting ahead of Gravenberch in this game. So from what we know, Endo should be available in this fixture. So this would be my first choice. If not, it would be McAllister in the number 6, Szoboszlai as the left number 8, and Jones as a right number 8. So that would be my formation. But as it stands, this is my first choice midfield trio. Now, in terms of up top, obviously don't need to debate too much in terms of who starts on the right-hand side. And for me, Núñez, even though Gakpo had a good impact coming off the bench, I still feel like Darwin Núñez should start this fixture. And then we've got Luis Diaz as well. So, yeah, this is my predicted lineup, guys. This is, I think, the strongest team available to play against Manchester United. In terms of the back four, as I mentioned, I think this will be more than enough quality to keep it as a compact defensive unit and make sure we're not overrun by the attackers. In terms of the midfield, you've got Menu and you've got Casemiro and you've got Bruno Fernandes. I feel like Endo, fantastic engine on him, energetic, plays everywhere, very, very good on the ball. I feel like people don't give him enough respect. He's so efficient on the ball. So he'll definitely play a part, probably go toe-to-toe against Bruno Fernandes, and I'll be confident of Endo being on top. And then you've got Szoboszlai and McAllister up against Menu and Casemiro. So I feel like they'll be able to definitely have an impression on them. And yeah, I'll be very confident. I think Szoboszlai would have a bit more of a free role, whereas McAllister, yeah, in terms of his distribution, he's been so good this season. So yeah, great to see him playing the more advanced 8 role. I feel like it suits him. Even today, he played as a number 6 and just did it so effortlessly, in my opinion. So got a special player in our hands. Let's be brutally honest. And then up top, Mohamed Salah, yeah, causing havoc against Wan-Bissaka. Even though he's right-footed, you'd think it's favor him in terms of defending against Salah being right-footed. But I'm confident Salah can definitely up the gears a little bit, play more of an inside forward, and allow probably Joe Gomez or whoever ends up playing right back to attack that byline and provide a bit of a confusion for Wan-Bissaka, and also make Rashford track back more than he probably wants to do. Excuse me. And then Darwin Núñez, yeah, causing havoc against Maguire and Varane. So he'll do what he's good at. And yeah, Diaz causing havoc against Dallo, which he did in the FA Cup quarterfinal as well. So no, very confident with this team. I think this is a strong team. So I feel like this team would definitely do a job. Just before we wrap up, I see we've got a few comments here from Daz. So he says, same as tonight for me against United. Fair enough. So you said Ryan Gravenberch out, Endo in, which is fair enough. So your team is Kelleher, Bradley, Kwanzaa. Okay, Kwanzaa, Van Dijk, Gomez, Endo, McAllister, Dom, Mo, Diaz, and Núñez. So that's interesting, Daz. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that at all, especially Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa's been in great form. He was fantastic against Brighton for me. So that makes sense. Obviously, the return of Endo would be fantastic. And you've gone for Joe Gomez at left back. I was really impressed with Robertson today. So that's why I'm thinking Robertson looks ready for that Manchester United fixture. So I think he'll play a great part in terms of providing us width and creativity from that left-hand side. Gave us a good balance, I think, when he came on. And I said, would you not play Harvey instead of Jones? Yeah, Harvey, it's just a bit of an unlucky one for him because he does such great cameos when he comes off the bench that you just expect him to get a start in the next game. But he's just like our perfect 12th player. And I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say that. He's a great option to have off the bench. And I feel like today he added creativity when he came on. And in this game, he can have that same impression. So right now, as you can see, my midfielders, Endo, Szoboszlai, McAllister, they're the first choices. And if any of them, possibly Endo's 50-50. So if he's not available, you have to bring on Jones. Jones was fantastic for me today. And I probably wouldn't play Jones for the whole duration of the game. So if, let's just say, it's McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Jones, I'd play Jones for an hour and then bring on Harvey Elliott for the last half an hour. So Harvey Elliott will be involved in some shape or form, whether it's as a number 8 or on the right wing. He will get some game time. I'm sure he'll have a positive impression on the game. So yes, that is my predicted lineup, guys. So drop a comment, let me know what your lineup would be, just like Daz says in the comments, and yeah, let me know what your score prediction is as well. So in terms of my score prediction, I'm going for a Liverpool win. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals because I'm expecting them to park the jumbo jet. That's the term I like to use. Park the bus for me doesn't seem right when you're describing low block teams. United play like all the players are playing very defensive. So yeah, in terms of the score prediction, I'm going for a Liverpool win. It's going to be, in my opinion, a 2-0 victory for Liverpool. Yes, I'm praying for a clean sheet. And the goal scorers will be Mohamed Salah. He'll score both goals, in my opinion. I think he'll be fired up for this game. Maybe get some revenge for that FA Cup tie. But that's my prediction there. And that's the end of the match preview. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you to Daz and Michael for your comment. Appreciate it as always. Just got a late comment here from Uncle Roz. Big up, Ozzy, my brother. Big up, Uncle Roz. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for tuning in as always. So yeah, we'll be back this Sunday at 3:20 p.m. for the watch along of this fixture, UK time, of course. And then we'll do a match reaction on Sunday evening at 10 p.m. UK time. So as I mentioned earlier in the show, it will be a calling show. So if you'd like to come on and have your say, hopefully it's a celebrational episode rather than me going through rants and then allowing you lot to have your say as well. Hopefully it's a positive show, but we'll wait until then. So thank you as always, guys. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you all on Sunday. Goodbye. Welcome to OZWRLD, the home of custom and unique designs referencing the football world. Our designs are tailor-made for all football fans, so express your views through the clothing you wear. Purchase your shirt today at OZWRLD.co.uk.